The Mondraker Summum, when it was first launched, not only did it push the boundaries of weight, but it started getting people thinking about sizing on bikes as well. Now, we're out here in Pila, and we've got the size large. It's the largest Summum they make. Do you know what? I think it's actually a bit small. So what did we do? Well, we definitely needed to give this bike a chance. So some genius's idea to stick a 55mm Eastern stem on it. And it changed it. It changed it big style. From a position of like quite cramped and uncomfortable, it opened the bike up quite a lot. The bike actually became rideable for someone up to 6 foot. But do you know what? It really is on the edge for a 6 foot rider. Do you know what's a real shame though? Is the fact that you can't actually use the 40 with the forward geometry 20 to 30mm stem. And you know what? We've been out here and the 40 really is the kind of the fork to use. So this whole kind of forward geometry business is a bit of a, not a non-starter, but it's like a non-feature really. You know, up on the hill, the bike now with the 55mm Eastern, it actually feels better. Bottom brackets in the right place, the kind of, you know, you've got some space on the bike. Okay folks, let's get into some of the details. Changing the spring, what a pain in the ass. I think it took the guys 20 minutes or so. You can't get a socket on it, so you have to have a adjustable or something like that, and you have to kind of prise the link apart. I don't know what. Anyway, it sounded like a ball ache to me. Brakes, oof, that's a big one. We actually found these formulas to be absolutely, well, I was going to say dog shit, but they were just dragging and there was just no power there whatsoever. Luckily, Lorenzo Suding said, what the hell are you guys doing? You need to put the metal pads in there. Thing is, the metal pads are a little bit heavier than the organic that it comes fitted as standard, but it actually kind of, yeah, it all made sense then once we got those pads fitted. You know, it had the kind of power you'd expect on a downhill bike with 200mm rotors. Really like the feel of the lever, the lightness of it. So yeah, definitely something I'm going to kind of look more into in the future. Weight, that's one of the big selling points of the Summum. You know, when we first came here, I think it just came in at under 34 pounds. Everyone's getting super pumped up. Yeah, this is great, looks great, super light. Out on the hill, I don't really notice the weight, to be honest. I mean, some of the bikes, you know, the Session and the Demo came in kind of 35 pounds-ish, or something like that. So I think as long as the bike's in the ballpark, it doesn't really matter. Still, it's a fun bike now. We've got the bottom bracket lowered and the cockpit's opened up a bit. I like the kind of way the maneuverability of the bike. I think it's definitely got some of the old kind of Summum aluminium characteristics. Easy bike to get on with, definitely. Okay, let's move into the core of the bike, the suspension. Out here in Pila, we had the Specialized Demo, we had the Trek Session, and I'm sorry guys, but the kind of Demo Öhlins combination is quite a way ahead of this bike. You know, it's kind of also in terms of, I think, the carbon as well. There's a kind of thud to that Demo which the Summum hasn't got. Okay, the good news, especially for taller riders, is even though the bike's not massive, you can grow it. It's got the adjustable kind of headset in there. It's got the adjustable chainstay, so you can actually make the bike a little bit longer. So, I know this sounds cheesy, but you know, looks are important. That's why people buy bikes. And you know, at the beginning of the test, everyone said, "Wow, what an amazing looking bike." Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, it is. It's got some nice details. Kind of, you know, internal cable routing, nice colours. I don't know, whatever. So where are we at then with the Mondraker Summum? It's definitely a bike you need to invest some time in to get the setup right. But you know what? It's got all the it's got the head angle adjustment, it's got the chainstay adjustment, which allows you to do that. But it's a great bike. Everybody out here loved riding it. But the thing is, it's got some stiff competition. It's kind of, you know, it's pushing £7,000, and you know, when you got the likes of the Trek Session or the Specialized Demo, then not to mention the bloody YT2Rs are just over £3,000. You know, it starts asking some questions. So the key question for me, Mondraker, is when's the XL coming so that I can run that short stem on the forward geometry?